In this video, we will talk about inheritance. But to understand inheritance, we must know about classes and objects. And I have a complete video tutorial on that. You can find the link in a description. So what is inheritance? To understand inheritance, we must know about some of the terms that are used in inheritance. The first terms is child classes or subclasses. So what is child class in inheritance? Child classes are those classes that derive from their parent classes. Okay, so basically child classes or subclasses inherits the functionality from their parent classes. And what are the parent classes? So the parent classes are the base, or also called the base class, and from where the child classes inherits the features basically. So we will look for these things in a when we will do the coding. Why inheritance? So we use inheritance for reusability. For example, you defined your functionality and then you need this functionality in some other place, or in the some other program, or maybe in some other classes. So you can inherit these functionality from your base classes. So you don't need to write your code again for those functionality from the scratch. What you can do, you just inherit these functionality or these behavior from the parent classes. So that is the one of the benefit of inheritance, that reusability, like reusability of the functionality. Reuse the functionality that are already you defined in your parent classes or your base classes. So here I have one image. I took it from the internet, and here like we have a animal, and this animal is our parent class, and the dog and the cat is inherited from this animal class. So in animal we have some kind of common functionality like eating, sleeping. uh, so like these kind of functionality in we have in animals. So all other animals like dog, cat, lion, so they all eat and they all sleep, right? And they all make some noises. So these kind of common functionality we write in our parent classes, and then we don't need to write again these functionality in our child classes, which are in we have in this case like dog and cat. So dog and cat actually they inherit these kind of functionality from their parent classes, and then also the dog and cat they have their own functionality also defined. So let's go and understand them by coding example. So let's get started. So I will create a class name animal, and this will be our parent class, or we can say super class or base class. I just comment it out for clarification. And in this our parent class, I will create a method called public void, and I will say sleep. In here I will say system.out.println sleeping, and I will create one more method called public void eat. As some of the I will create some of the common methods here that will be used in our all child classes, and I will say eating. Okay, there is some spelling mistake here in our method name eat. Okay, so now we have two methods called sleep and eat. Like all the animals, these are some of the common functionality they have, like they all sleep and they all eat, right? And then I will create one more class called dog class. In this dog class, this will be our child class or subclass, I can say. And in child class we will have a method called public void and bark, because dog is barking, and I will say system dot out dot println and barking. Okay, so we have this method. Now let's go in our main class, which is our entry point of our program, and I will create a dog object here. Dog obj and equal to new dog, and now I will call the method called bark. Okay, so now let's run our program. So our program is running, and as you can see, dog is barking. Now I will try to call dog object dot sleep. So as you can see, we don't have this method in our dog class. Okay, as I will show you, like in dog class we don't have this method available. Okay, uh yeah, so we cannot call. But to extend, because but in animal class we have like dog bark, sorry, uh, we have two methods like sleep and eat. So we, if we want these methods to reuse in our dog class, one thing we can do, like we can write the code again here. Okay, but that's not a good approach, because if in production in real life you can have like a lot of big functionalities available, so you don't need to write it again from the scratch. Okay, so what you can do, you can inherit these functionality in your child class, which is our dog class. Okay, child or subclass. Okay, so how can I inherit that? I will do extends and I will write animal. So now when we will go in our main method, and I will say dog dot, so if you can see, now these two methods are available now in our dog object. Okay, like dog can sleep now. Also dog object dot dog can eat, so we can reuse them again in our child classes. So I will run the program. As you can see, barking, sleeping and eating. Okay, so we inherit the methods from our parent class to our child class. As you can see, we don't have these methods available in our child class. We, what we did, we just extended from our animal. Okay, like animal is our parent class. Okay, so dog is a animal. This is also called is a relationship. I will write is a relationship. So is a relationship means dog is a animal. Okay, so dog is a animal. It's a relationship. Okay, so this is how it is. Like you cannot extend dog from the vehicle, like vehicle. Okay, so dog is not a vehicle. Okay, so is a relationship. You have to design your program in such a way that makes sense. So like dog cannot have like functionality of animals, right? Sorry, the dog cannot have functionality of the vehicles, right? So dog only have the functionalities of that animal can have. So it is like dog extends animal, right? So it is called is a relationship. Okay, so this is basically inheritance. Now let's go and try to understand different types of inheritance. So in inheritance we have different types, and I took this image from the internet, and I will try to explain the different type of inheritance. So in object oriented programming we have different types of inheritance. Like one is single inheritance. In single inheritance we have like class, parent class, and then we have a child class. The example we did like in animal and the dog case, right? So that was just a single inheritance. Then we have like multi-level of inheritance. In a multi-level, so like class A, like we have a parent class, then we have a child class, which is here in this case like class B, and class B is also some kind of parent class for the class C. Okay, so like class C is our child class. So we will do the example of this one also. And then we have a hierarchical inheritance. So like in hierarchical inheritance, we have two classes that inherit the property from your single parent inheritance. Okay, so we have these three type of inheritance available in object oriented programming. And the example for single level inheritance we did. Now we will do the example on multi-level and in hierarchical level inheritance. Okay, so now let's go and do some coding. So here uh, we did single level inheritance. This is the example we did, like animal and dog. This is the single level inheritance we did. Okay, so now let's go and try to implement the multi-level inheritance. Okay, so for that I will create another class called baby dog, and this baby dog, this extends from the dog class. Okay, and now in this baby dog we will have a method called public void and weeping. Okay, because this is a baby dog, so it weep actually. So I will say system dot out dot println and weeping. Okay, so we have created our one method. Now let's go in our main class, and I will remove this code from here. Now let's go and create an object for our baby dog, and I will say baby dog 1 and baby dog. So we have created the object for our baby dog. So baby dog have a method weeping. Okay, so I will call this method here baby dog dot weeping, and I will run the code. Yep, so as you can see, like baby dog is weeping. So baby dog extends the dog class, okay, which is this class. Okay, and the dog class extends the animal class. Okay, so baby dog doesn't have a method that dog have, right? Bark. Okay, but as this baby dog is extending the dog class, so we can call baby dog dot bark. Now baby dog can bark also. Okay, so as you can see, I am reusing the functionality from the dog class. Also baby dog is an animal, so baby dog can sleep also, and baby dog can eat also. Okay, which is the methods are from the animal class. So I will comment it here from, this is from baby dog, this method is available in baby dog, and this method is written in dog class, and these two methods are written in animal class. Okay, but the baby dog extend the dog class, and the dog class extend from the animal. So baby dog, I will repeat it. Okay, baby dog class extends from the dog class, and in terms dog class extend from animal class. So in animal we have sleep and eat. So as you can see, this is multi-level inheritance. Okay, like baby dog is inheriting the property from the dog and the animal class also. This is called multi-level inheritance. So I will run this code. As you can see, like weeping, barking, sleeping and eating. So this is the reusability of the functionality. I didn't, when I was writing the code for the baby dog, I don't need to write the functionality again for the dog can have or the animal can have, right? So we just inherited this functionality in our baby dog class. So this is multi-level inheritance. Now let's talk about the hierarchical inheritance. So for understanding hierarchical inheritance, I will create another class like cat. Okay, so I will repeat one thing here. Like if you can see baby dog, here the relationship between baby dog and dog is a relationship. I will comment this one here also. Okay, that is a relationship. Like baby dog is a dog, and dog is a animal. Okay, so it is like is our relationship. Okay, is our, it sounds like this. And cat in cat cannot extend from the dog. I mean, it can have, but it doesn't make sense. Okay, like when you are designing a program, you don't need to write, right? So you don't need, you should care about that. You don't extend it from the dog, because if we extend it from the dog, so cat can have methods that the dog have, like bark. Okay, but cat don't bark, right? So there is no relationship between cat and dog. Okay, like it is not a is a relationship. Okay, cat is not is a dog. Okay, but cat is a animal. We can say cat is a animal. And in cat we will have a method called meow. Okay, and I will say sys dot out dot println meow. Okay, so this is how cat makes sound. So this is a cat is a animal, so it is also is a relationship. But when you try to extend it from dog, so it doesn't make sense. Like cat is not is a dog. So when you are making the relationship, like when you are extending on inheritance, make the inheritance, so you should take care about this logic. Okay, make always make in is a relationship, not don't try to avoid this, otherwise it will not be a good idea. Okay, so I will say animal. Okay, so now I will create an object here, cat cat1 equal to cat, and cat1 dot, so cat can meow, cat can sleep, cat can eat. Okay, so this is, and this is okay. I will remove this code from I will comment it out here, this one, and I will create another object for a dog. Okay, because I'm trying to make the relationship hierarchical relationship. So dog, and then we have dog, and I will say dog one, and dog have, can sleep and eat, and dog cannot bark, but sorry, dog cannot meow, but dog can bark. Okay, so now let's run this code. So as you can see, these three methods are for dog, like dog barking, sleeping, eating, and then we have meow, sleeping, and eating. Okay, I will just make a difference here so we can differentiate between dog and cat methods in our console. Okay, so as you can see, so dog have these three methods and this cat have three. So there is a, so I will close this class. So if you can see, dog extend animal and cat extend animal. Okay, so this is a hierarchical, so hierarchical relationship. Okay, so like cat and dog both extending the animal classes. Okay, so this is the hierarchical relationship. So now let's think about this. Okay, for example, I will try to extend cat extends dog. Okay, which is where here I'm violating is a relationship, because cat, according to this is like cat is a dog, but it cannot be true, right? But let's say, what if I write it like this one? Okay, so now if I do like this one, so now cat one dog dot, if you see, now cat can bark because cat is extending dog, so it is not a is a relationship. Okay, because cat cannot bark, right? This is not the how the cat makes sound. Cat is like meow, because I made a mistake here. How I did the make the mistake, but I did actually, I extend the cat class with the dog, so I just violate is a relationship. So you should take care about this and don't do these kind of things. Okay, so now it's giving me the error, so cat cannot bark, right? So cat don't have a functionality that the dog can have, right? So this is how it works. Okay, so this is all about different types of inheritance. So we discuss about single inheritance. In single inheritance, we did the example of dog and animal. Okay, uh, in cat and dog, cat and animal is also an example of single inheritance. And then we did the example of multi-level inheritance, in which we discuss about animal, dog and baby dog classes. And then we did the multi-level inheritance, in which dog and cat can extend from the animal class, right? So their cat and dog can have single parent class, which was animal. Okay, so that was a hierarchical inheritance. So let's talk about multiple inheritance. And multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. So what is multiple inheritance? So I took this image from the internet. In multiple inheritance, when a child class inherits the properties from two parent classes, so that is not possible, because child class cannot have two parent classes. Okay, so that will make the program confusable. So let's also the hybrid example. In hybrid is also not possible. So if we can see, the class D can have like two parents, which is class B and class C. So child class cannot have two parent classes. So now let's go and have an example on that, and that will become more clear. So here I will close this and this, and now I will create class name uh, papa dog. Okay, and I will create another class name mummy dog. Okay, I think the spelling is correct for mummy. I don't know. Let's focus on the example. Okay, so papa dog have method that is public void bark, right? Because papa dog bark, right? Then print ln barking. Okay, and I will copy this method in the this class. Okay, so now we have a baby dog class, and now let's try to extend it from the mummy dog. Now I want to extend this one from the papa dog. So as you can see, it gives me the error. So like class cannot extend multiple classes, because if it is possible, so the pro if we are game if it is somehow possible, so the program will get confused, right? Because both have bark method, right? Mummy dog have bark method, papa dog have bark method. So here the program will get confused, like from which class it should inherit the barking method, right? Barking behavior, right? So that is why it gives us compilation error, right? That both cannot have multiple classes, they cannot extend multiple classes at the same time, right? So this is multiple inheritance. This is the example of multiple inheritance. Same, like I will extend this one with the animal class. Also I will extend it from the okay, I will remove this one, baby dog. Okay. So like papa dog and mommy dog can have methods of that animal class can have, right? So they have like they can eat and sleep, right? So now let's try to this is this example, the hybrid example I am doing. Okay, now I want to extend it from mummy dog and papa dog, right? So now it's still giving me the error, and this is the example of hybrid example, that uh, I cannot inherit from two classes at the same time, right? So multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance is not possible. Okay, so always be extend from one class. Okay, like the parent class will always be the one. Okay, now it cannot be have 2 or 3, it cannot be multiple. Okay, so uh so it is not possible. So this is all about inheritance, and if you have any questions, so you can leave in the comment section. Also subscribe my channel, click on the bell icon. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.